Okay, Veteran Nation fans, the reason I'm doing this video right now is because if you saw my video about corruption aboard MCAGCC 29 Palms, uh, I'm still going to keep up on that story. What happened this last week was that the Inspector General did get back to me. They said they are looking into the matter, but cannot communicate with me anymore about it. That's standard. That's very standard. Does not mean that they're actually going to do an investigation. Doesn't even mean that they're going to do a preliminary inquiry. It just means they're going to look into it and see if anything was going. So here's what I did. And this is something that everyone should know. I went and I did a Freedom of Information Act request. Here it is, right here. There is some things that I don't really want to publicly, really put out on blast. If you are interested in what I have here, in fact, I'm going to add it down here to our scroll. Where is, okay. Sorry, this, I'm not used to doing this. I normally have Juan, who is awesome. Uh, there we go. So yeah, I'm gonna add into the scroll are the request number here. So FOIA request number, and it's DON dash USMC dash 2023 dash 008432. So, okay, I'm gonna save that. And now that is going to be at the scroll that we have here at the bottom. So, I'm just going to go through a little bit of what these, what a FOIA Act request looks like. So this is the final dispensation, and they said this responds to your FOIA request of April 7th. So they did very quickly this time, which you see copies of emails. Your request was received by this office April 7th, perfected on April 7th. This request was assigned the file number, and that's the one below that I read off. 008432 is the ending of that. During our search, we contacted MCAG, MCCOG Operations Center in Quantico, Virginia. You specifically requested emails from an individual that contain any or all of the following words: video, violent, harassment, talked, scared, yelling, argument, phone, camera, complaint, ignore, ignored, yelled, silence, quiet, contractor, contract, documented, journaled, paperwork, CYA, cover, backup, follow, filmed, spied, spy, picture, pictures, office, hostile, cried, creepy, creep, and sexual. Your request was processed under the Privacy Act and FOIA to give you the most identifiable information to your request. Our search identified documents consisting of 29 pages as responsive to your request. My review included consideration of the, quote, foreseeable harm standard, i.e. information which might not technically fall within an exemption, which would be withheld from a FOIA requester unless the agency can identify a foreseeable harm or legal bar to disclosure. Review of the identified documents that is partially exempt from disclosure under the FOIA 5 U.S. Code 552, since it contains information that, if disclosed, will constitute a clearly unwarranted invasion of personal privacy. These documents are enclosed. So, they are denying a part of my request. Now, here's the thing about that. I'll go through these. I'm not going to really show them on camera because it's the first time I'm looking at them. So if it's anything other than PII, personal identifiable information, like social security numbers, bank account information, anything beyond that, that's a violation. So what I'll be doing then is doing I'll be doing an appeal to this. And you should always do an appeal when you get a FOIA and any part of it's not denied, because that gives you legal standing to challenge it if it ever comes to that. And there's been many cases where things have been denied, they were appealed, and then further on down the line, oh, what happens? Yeah, they find, oh, they come back and they say, oh, well, this should have been given to you. And if you didn't appeal, you have no legal recourse. If you did appeal, now you have legal recourse. We categorize you as an other requester for the purpose of assessing FOIA fees. As such, you're entitled 2 hours of search time, 100 pages of duplication free of charge. Because your request has been denied in part, you may consider to be an adverse determination that may be appealed to the Office of the General Counsel, Department of the Navy, FOIA office, and it's got the address. Your appeal, if any, must be postmarked within 90 calendar days of this date and should include a copy of your initial request, a copy of this letter, and a statement indicating why you believe your appeal should be granted. I recommend that your appeal and its envelope both bear the notation Freedom of Information Act repeal. You also have the right to seek assistance or dispute further resolution services from the Marine Corps FOIA. Miss Sally Hughes, it's got her number and email. Navy FOIA Public Liaison, Mr. Christopher Jolka, at his email and phone number there. Or OIGAS at NARA.gov. This gives a phone number for them, 1-877-684-6448. Just a bunch of legalese. Signed, D.A. Suggs, Colonel, United States Marine Corps, Chief of Staff. So now we're going to go through some of the emails and look at them. And I may be eventually posting all this online. I'm looking at what the best way to do that. I got a couple of things I might be doing. So this may be like in a Google Drive or a Dropbox or something, so that those who are interested can go get it, because this is public information. So this is an email from the person I requested on to the NMCI staff and 29 Palm staff. So this is about the thing about the commissary being closed. So apparently this has some of the keywords, community announcements. This about here. I'll show this left screen. There are no announcements or training. Semper Duress. What was the date on this email? I noticed they blocked out the name, so it's okay. So this was April 22nd of last year. I hope they gave me those these attachments. Military spouses. Those attending the CDSO training. Interesting. Interesting they would block that out. That's command duty safety officer training. That it's a person, a government employee, here's their email. That's all public information. Interesting. So they're blocking out student aid workshop. Okay, environmental affairs. Base staff judge advocate. Okay. I'm going to switch back over because I want to look through. This appears to be the end of the email, and it does not look like they gave me any of the attachments. Just another typical one of those emails. Here's another one. Okay. Hi, someone. Sorry, I just saw this. I was at the DR. Do what you need to do. We'll need to see you later. Okay, so we're going to start at the bottom and move up. Good afternoon. Looks like we have 29 PRS next week scheduled. Okay. And this was December 7th. Afternoon, that sounds good to me. I'm not taking any time off for Christmas. Okay. Okay. I hope. So it doesn't look like so far. Hope all is well. I wanted to inform you that someone has a dental appointment and will not be in the office. I will be out sick. Anticipating, I want to give you a heads up. Going to the office tomorrow. So does not appear to have my keywords. Wonder if I can stay in my office today and work on some finance stuff. Want to finish up my notes. Just saw this. I was at the doctor. Okay. So let's go back up, and I'm going to look at the keywords. So video, violent, harassment, talked, scared, maybe talked, yelling, argument, phone, camera, complaint, ignore, ignored, yelled, silence, quiet, contractor, contract, documented, journaled, paperwork. So talked might be the only keyword that I'm getting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to appeal this. Because that's what you always should do. You should always appeal. And I'm going to appeal to get the name, specifically the to and from names, unredacted. That's what I'm going to do. Because the to from lines, especially, are not protected information. It's a government employee to a government employee. So I will be doing that. And I'll be doing more on this as I get more information. If you are someone who's if you're at Fort Hood or Marine Corps Base 29 Palms, please let me know. I will do more information on this and get more out there on it. And we're just going to keep searching. And I guarantee you, because they gave me so few emails, I guarantee you when push comes to shove on this, there's more that the government could have looked at but chose not to, because that's the way they operate. So let me. Is that interrupting? No, it's not. Okay. Let me look through anything else. Partial denial. Okay. Sorry, I'm just deleting a couple things here. But yeah, I'm going to create a online place where I can put all these FOIAs where you all can see this information. That's what I'm looking at doing. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do it. If you have any suggestions, please let me know, because that way we can get this stuff really out there and figure out, how we can share this. Because the more of us looking, the more apt they're going to be to release information in the future and stop denying me stuff that is absolutely public information. So I'm going to go ahead and end this, but as always, thank you for being worth serving.